Hello, welcome to SwitchedOn Gaming. Paul speaking, and it's an absolute pleasure to be bringing you coverage of Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope from Ubisoft. Big thanks to the guys for sending over an early copy for me to look at. I've been playing this for a couple of days, about 3 hours in. It's a sequel, obviously, to the original Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. One of my all-time favourite Nintendo Switch games. I'm a massive fan of turn-based strategy games. So XCOM, Disgaea. I've just got so many on the Switch and covered many of them on the channel. As you may be aware, if you've been following me. If you're not, why aren't you? Hit that subscribe button. So I thought what I'd do with today's video. This is an early access video, I guess, that we're allowed to bring you, and I will bring a full review closer to the launch date, which is on the 20th of October, so in a couple of days. This is the first kind of view that we're allowed to bring to you, and some opinions. So what I thought I'd do is just head back to the start here. I've got an extra character unlocked, but we won't worry about that. I'll head back to where you start the first island on the game. We'll play a little bit, replay some of the battles that I've done. I'll give you an overview of the mechanics and some of my thoughts, and talk to you about this game a little bit more. And as I say, stick a score on it maybe in a couple of days' time, closer to launch. So this is, as I say, a sequel to that turn-based game. There are some quite fundamental changes in the sequel to the original game, and one of them straight off the bat is the ability to free roam in a level. Now, the original game had kind of a little bit of exploration between its sort of worlds and levels. In the last game, you could wander around quite linear levels and do stuff. In this version of the game, you can it's got kind of this much bigger open world type levels, and you can do side quests, and there's loads of secrets that you can find, secret areas to unlock. There's a shop, so really a big expansion on the original game in terms of the exploration parts, which is really cool. And I've probably spent as much time in this exploration bit doing different bits and pieces than I have done doing sort of story quests in the main battles. So I will just get somewhere safe and bring up a map just so I can, let's go up here, just so I can show you that in a bit more detail. So I'll open up the map. This is your starting map. This is Beacon Beach. This is the first level of the game. There's 5 levels or 5 worlds in the game, and a prologue and an epilogue. But this is the first one you start at. In this level, you are trying to help a sun god, Augie, restore sunshine to this world. And what has happened is the big baddie in this game, named Cursor, is travelling around all these worlds and stealing their energy for his own nefarious means. And by doing so, he's like sucking the energy out of these lands, and it's up to you and help with your rabbit friends to restore the worlds to their former glories. So, as I say, this is the first one. They're not huge, pretty big though, considering there's 5 of them and there's plenty of activities to do. Just wanted to show here. This is the sort of the main island. Then you've got this temple here that when you go into that, it's got its own map, and similarly, a similar size, if not slightly bigger actually. And again, plenty of things to do inside of this sort of sub-level of the main level. And there's the boss in here as well. So really cool. Lots to do. And as I say, this is, 3 hours so far. I think let's go back to the progression tab. Yeah, not even 50% through Beacon Beach yet. And so I've been playing it for solid number of hours now. You may have noticed a little bit earlier I sort of shook a tree, so kind of Animal Crossing style. You can shake trees and bushes and get little rewards. So here's a mushroom, super mushroom. I'm sure that little sound effect, if you caught it, I'm sure it will play again during my playthrough here, but it really sounds like the sort of it's been lifted straight from Zelda. I don't know if that's intentional or I'm just mishearing that, but listen out for that. Let's climb back down and have a little wander around quickly, and I'll dive into a battle shortly. You've got little characters here that you can talk to. Some are just sort of throwaway bits of content. Others are more characterised, and you can sort of do sub-quests for them and side missions. This is Augie.
Bingo, bango, bongo, baby.
You can help out, or you are helping his world out. You may have heard there, obviously, a bit more voiced, and the Rabbids in general are a bit more voiced than the original game. They're not just sort of talking nonsense. They do talk full sentences. I've got these little cannons that you can unlock that send you to different parts of the island to complete different missions. A lot of these things seem to respawn, so I've already collected these coins. This is about the 4th time I've collected them, but sort of shows you there, if you do get stuck anywhere, you can do a little bit of grinding. Pretty much, I think, after you complete a battle, everything tends to reset on the island, so sort of the roaming enemies reset, the coins reset, so you can grab some stuff. But let's grab a battle. This is what they're calling a roaming enemy. You can see his level above his head there, the bomb. You can see our levels of our team down the left hand side there. We're at level 6, so that battle with the bomb is considered a level 5, so we should be fine. You can just run into these enemies and tackle them, and to start a mission, we'll just have a quick look at the team before we do that. So this is your team makeup. So I've unlocked one character there. Won't reveal too much about them, but actually I'll probably swap them out, to be fair, so we don't spoil any of the gameplay. You start your game basically with 2 heroes. You've got a team of 2, and then you unlock a 3rd slot a couple of hours into the game. So that's your team. You can look in them in more detail. Got all their special abilities there. Tells you what they do, and then you can unlock these things called sparks, which are kind of obviously, you know, gives the game its name and inspiration. But these are the sparks of hope, I guess. But they're basically elemental sparks, and you equip them to a character, and they give you special abilities. So Mario, I've equipped a spark here called Pyro Star. Does a burn attack. So when you activate that during a battle, all of Mario's attacks will be with inflicting a burn elemental status, and obviously enemies, as you may have guessed, are weak or strong to different elemental elements, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, there's a bit of strategy there. You can swap out your sparks at any time. You can also level them up. We've got an upgrade here. I'm at the level cap. Upgraded all of those to the max level. You can buy items. There's a little shop. We'll go and visit the shop in a little bit, but I've got some items there already. And I was just going to go back to the heroes here, because we've got a skill tree. And I just wanted to talk very quickly about that. Each character's got a very similar skill tree, and you unlock these crystals to allow you to upgrade your skills at any time. Now you can see on the right hand side, far on the right hand side next to Luigi there, I've got 2 crystals that I can use. You can also refund these crystals at any time as well, if you want to respec your characters. Now I found this a little bit disappointing. Now I will cycle back around and probably look at this again in a bit. I don't want to drag this video too long before getting into some actual combat, but I found this a little bit uninspiring, to be honest. I normally just autofill the tree. It's kind of, you know, uninspiring, as I say, the things that you can do. I mean, you can focus on kind of a build, but there's only... Shut up, Luigi. There's only a few things that you can unlock, especially at the start. So you kind of just rudimentary sort of, right, okay, I'll do health. But the thing I didn't like really is you've got to go through every character when you unlock it. So you have to cycle through every character here. So click on Mario, you know, give him 1 to his health. Then click on Luigi, give him 1 to his health. Click on Rabbid Luigi, 1 to his health. It was just a bit laborious and didn't feel like much reward. So if I've got any sort of a complaint early doors, and it's not really a major complaint, it's just that I found that a little bit uninspiring. So we've already looked at hero information. It's kind of a quick overview card there of what they can do. And then finally we've got these weapon skins. You can buy new skins. We'll just give her that skin now. You can buy those in the shop, get awarded them as well. These little loading screens, as quick as they are, also are slightly annoying. Everything you do, everything you want to look at, comes with a little loading screen. As I say, they're reasonably quick, but, you know, it's just, I don't know, kind of used to things on the Xbox and PC now being instant for stuff like that. So it's a little bit of a throwback, I guess. But anyway, enough waffling. Let's dive in and show you what the battling is like. So we're sliding into the bomb here. Again, this isn't a side mission or a main mission. These are just what they call roaming enemies. You can just kind of grind them for XP and rewards. If you run aware of Sparks of Hope, if you haven't really seen too much of it, and you've played the original Kingdom Battle, this is going to be quite a change. If you know what the change is here, then I'll explain it in a little bit more detail. We're going to start off here by right-clicking on the left stick. I always say right-clicking. Again, PC carryover, apologies. Clicking in the left stick will allow you to zoom around and check out the battlefield. You can check on enemies. More useful in sort of story missions, as you will learn about elemental attacks. It will be in the top right hand corner. It will tell you what elemental attacks they've got. Bottom left hand side shows you you can flick between the movement and the abilities that the characters have got. Well, see, a lot of information. It's the Tacticam, they call it. It had something similar in the first game. At this point, you can swap out your team. You can heal your team. You can pay to heal them. You can swap characters in and out as well. Swap your sparks. Once you actually start a battle, you can't change that. One of the major things I wanted to talk about, and one of the, apart from the big free roaming and the new battle techniques, the next big thing that I give a massive thumbs up to in this game is you can change your difficulty. So press on the plus button and you can change your gameplay difficulty here from demanding, average and relaxing. And even within that, you can tweak it further, so you can make a custom setting. You can even turn on invulnerability, which will basically allow you just to focus on the story. Now, my own personal experience with Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, as I say, I absolutely loved it. But there was some really horrible difficulty spikes, and I don't think I ever completed it. I think I got to the very last world, and maybe the very last level or the very last world, after grinding for ages. Still didn't complete it fully, I don't think. And just kind of drifted away from it. But the fact here that if you get really stuck, you can lower your difficulty level is great. And and if you're really, really stuck, you can go to invulnerable and just, complete the levels. Absolutely brilliant, because I know a lot of people got really frustrated with some of the levels in that. So here's the big change, if you're not aware. No more grid movement, so no more XCOM in terms of your grid-based movement. Now, at first, I found this really jarring. As I said at the start, I love turn-based tactical games. I love grid movement. It's one of my favourite genres. And then to sort of come here, I mean, I knew it was a change to sort of open movement, but still it is really jarring, and I didn't really like it at first. But I'll be honest, the more I played it, the more it's grown on me, and I think it's great now, to be honest. So you can swap characters at any time. So we'll go in Mario here, and you can see the white area on the floor is my area I can move into, and I'm free to move as much as I want within that area to the limits of that area. So pretty awesome. Can do that as long as I want, for as much as I want. Check out a few positions. Here's some cover. Do I want to get cover there? Have I got line of sight to enemies here? Really, really good. So I actually, as much as I miss the grid-based movement, really pleased with this movement ability. Now, along the bottom, you've got your stats and abilities. So first up, we'll take the little bar above the ability blocks. You've got the left stick, basically tells you can move around. Then you've got one dash, which is like the arrow facing right. So that's a slide into an enemy. You've still got that ability. And then the arrow pointing up is a team jump. So you can still do the team jump. You can have someone boost you up. Difference this time is the room bar thing sort of takes you, or bebop, whatever it's called, takes you as a hovercraft or a helicopter, and you can fly around the level for a limited amount of time. You can upgrade that as well, so you can fly for longer, and you can also add some abilities in for each character. For example, Mario can do a head stomp if you unlock it, so he can hover over an enemy, head stomp them, and so on. So, and again, all these abilities are upgradable as you get more XP and stuff. Now, along the bottom, you've got the button attack. So ZL will let you do a attack with your main weapon, and you can cancel out of these at any time with the B button. The L button, as I said, will use your spark, talked about a little bit earlier. So this will give Mario the ability to burn characters basically for 3 turns. ZR is kind of your own character's ability, so it doesn't use the spark, it's just an extra ability your character has. I think in the first game, Mario had this as well. It's kind of, if you know Overwatch from, not the game, but the ability from XCOM. Basically, you go into an Overwatch mode, and if out of your turn, so when it's the enemy's turn, if they move into your line of sight, you can take a free shot of them, which is really useful. And I mean, we'll talk about combos in a bit, but combos so nicely. You know, if you stick Overwatch on, then get another character to either draw out an enemy or to make them move, you know, shove them or something, then Mario will take a shot of them. So you've got to think about combos. Really cool. And then finally, X button opens your satchel, and all your items that you buy are in here. So you've got a mushroom to heal. Power block is like an explosive, really useful. And then got a cooldown clock, which, as it kind of suggests, will cool down, instantly reset your cooldowns on your abilities. That costs 1 action to use. All of the weapons and stuff cost 1 action to use. You get 2 actions per turn. I think that's all you need to know. I think we're ready to go. So in this battle, we've got, you can still use the Tatscam at any time, by the way, so I'm going to use Tatscam here to look at this enemy. Not Mario. This dude here, the Stooge, so you can see top right hand corner, is a level 5. See his HP, and a little bit about them. Simple-minded, limits itself to attacking opponents from behind cover, and it's got no strengths or weaknesses. Basically a bog standard enemy, pretty easy to kill them. These bombs here are really good. You can dash into them, which basically triggers them to blow up, but while they're in that state you can pick them up and throw them, so they're really, really useful. So yeah, there you go. So even though when we started this battle it was a single bomb roaming the land, you know, it's kind of turned into this little miniature battle, and we need to figure out how to do it. So we've got an enemy here, we've got a couple of bombs, and I think there's an enemy hiding behind a block over here as well. So figure out what we're going to do. Luigi, his weapon is like a sniper rifle, or it's not a rifle, it's a bow and arrow, but a sniper. Basically, the longer he shoots and hits an enemy, the more damage he does. So he's really useful to use from a distance, and I really like using him as cover. And then we've got Rabid Peach here. She does healing. She's a healer, so she will heal within a vicinity. But this is going to be a really simple battle. So I think what I'm going to do is use the bomb. So I can't reach them with anyone at the minute. You can see the white area there, but I really want to get over to them. So I'm going to use the team jump ability. Going to move someone. I'm going to move Luigi a bit closer and switch back to the Rabbid Princess. Do the team jump. Fly her over here to the bomb. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what's going to be best to do. I think I'll actually... So we're going to slide into it, pick it up, lob it over there, blow up the Stooge. And she's still got turns left. I could kill the Stooge, to be fair. That might as well do that. Take it out. Finish it off. Job done. Now, once you do an attack, you can't move anymore. You can use your other abilities, but you can't move. So you've got to be careful about where you leave yourself. She's still got a couple of abilities left. Now, as I say, Luigi's really good from a distance, so he might be able to take out that bomb. But I might do a team jump and fly Luigi over here. Now, not the greatest distance away, but we'll hit the enemy. I'll stick Luigi into Overwatch as well. He's got the same sort of ability on ZR. And you can see anything that moves within that sort of red flashing circle, Luigi's going to hit. And you get this little cutscene here. Does get a bit tiresome. You can skip them holding down B. So that's Luigi's turn done. And we'll switch to Mario. See, he's at about the length of his ability. Let's see if I can hit the other bomb from here. I can. Now, Mario's ability is he gets 2 shots. So you can aim one gun at one person, aim your gun at another person, or using both shots on one bomb. you go. Take that and collect the sparks. Those little crystal spark things are used to upgrade your sparks. They kind of eat them. So we can show you that in a bit. So that's all of my turns done, really. I could stick Mario into Overwatch. There's no point. So we'll end our turn with the Y button. And you see that the Stooge moved into Luigi's line of sight. So Luigi took a free shot. And that's the level, or the little battle finished.
I'm all about personal growth.
Everybody's leveled up. We get some coins, get some star bits, get a power block. So that's handy. And there we go. And we've got a skill prism as well, which basically uses the skill prisms on your character. So we'll have a little wander around, then we'll do a little bit more of the story. I mean, I've unlocked a lot of stuff here. You get these little magnifying glasses pop up as well. Where's it gone? There we go.
He wandered far and wide until landing in hot water for selling fake treasure maps to so-called hidden treasure.
So you get these little points of interest. Don't really do much, to be honest. I'm going to swap out my characters because it's annoying having to walk around as princess. Right, Mario, here we go. That's another slight change, I guess. In the first game, you kind of controlled the Beepo thing out front. Now, there's these little sand pots here. I guess you need to have a digging ability, which I guess will unlock, and then we'll be able to dig things up. But you'll see those dotted around. Can hold down X to dash as well. So this is a shop. You can spend your coins that you get here to buy bits and pieces, and also you can use these little suns that you get to unlock more in specialized stuff. I guess you've got some skins here. You've got some backstory, and you've got a star potion there, which instantly levels up your sparks. Now, as I say, a lot of this is unlocked, so I'm kind of taking you through some stuff that you won't have access to straight away. For example, this area was closed off by a battle. You couldn't access it until you did a battle. So that's cool. Got some more coins. There's a little village up here. But I just find the free roaming really cool. As I say, there's a lot you can do. A lot of little areas. I found a secret area that you can unlock. There's these little houses you can go into. This is a access the catacombs. Well, that's where you end up coming out of, but you can go back into there. It's really cool. The catacombs are huge. As I say, it's almost as big as the main level here, so there's loads of content. What I'm going to do is actually head up to the lighthouse here. Now you get these little flags as well dotted around the map. They're like checkpoints or fast travel as well, so you can fast travel on the map. If we bring the map up, you can see the little flags that are dotted around. There's one there, and there's one in here, so you can fast travel straight into the heart of the catacombs. So yeah, there's one there in the throne room, and there's one here at the exit on the entrance. All these little things here are little side quests and stuff as well. You can pin them. Actually, I was just going to show you the quests, show you how many there are. But see here, the main quest that I've done, and the little cycle that means you can replay that battle. And then the side quests, there's absolutely loads of them, to be honest. Completed, you know, a good ton of them. So as I say, there really is a heck of a lot of content. Let's actually go and explore the catacombs. Let's go back to the catacombs. I think the next thing I need to do is the main mission for finishing this world. And I don't really want to do that. I want to leave that for you to discover. But we'll go and have a look in the catacombs because there's some bits here I need to do just to work towards 100% in the level. There's another character down there to battle. We're going to do another battle because I did kind of, we've done one. Rush through it a bit. Let's talk some more about another battle. You might get a feeling for this sort of loading times as well. As I say, they're not massively long, but there's lots of them. So it does kind of, as I say, especially if you're used to sort of more modern gaming now. Sort of Xbox Fast Resume and PlayStation 5 and what the PC can do. It does feel a little bit like it sticks out a little bit, to be honest. So we've got some of these little Goomba things. We can dash them. Left one, which isn't ideal. What we'll do is we'll use... Actually, we need to be this side. If we get some cover here. And I'll show you how you can use one gun on that one and another shot over there. Perfecto. And then we'll stick Mario into Overwatch. Fly the old princess over here. Her special ability is she can ignore partial cover, so she might be better to hit this person who's in partial cover. We'll do that. It's like the first game. If you're behind sort of one of those half walls, it gives you 50% protection. Let's see if we can jump Luigi over to this enemy. Now, if I can get them... I can't reach them. That's annoying. I was hoping I could slide into it and then that would activate Mario's oversight. So it's really not the best use to Luigi to be this close to an enemy. Let's give you an example. You can see here it's going to do 209 damage from this distance. Now, if I can hit those Goombas... Oh, they've only got 60 damage left anyway. But yeah, it's basically the further away you shoot an enemy, the more damage he can do. So that's going to leave me in trouble here. Luigi's Spark does this turbocharge, so allies within range deal 30% more damage with attacks and movement abilities. So I think I will activate that because that will hit Mario. And then we'll end our turn. I saw Mario's oversight get used there. Not great AI from the enemy there on these early levels. Left basically a free shot for Luigi to take him out. And then we don't have to fuss too much about this level. We've only got one enemy left.
Oh, leaving so soon.
And we can do a dash there to finish that enemy off. So I'd already done that battle anyway, but you can see how you can go back and do some grinding. Let's just have a little look at the map and see. Where we need to go. What's this here? Truly ginormous Goomba. Can't do that one. We need to unlock. There's basically I'll show you anyway. We'll need to go past it, but there's basically a warp pipe here that we need 12 sparks to unlock, and we've only got 5. Let's try the riddle of the Sunrise Temple. Let's try that. And you can see in the top left hand corner we've got like a mini map, and it's sort of, if you pin a quest, it will give you a kind of a radar to get to it. I appear to be taking the long way around.
If only.
Professor Backpack. If only I could solve it, that would show them. Solve what?
Sir, are you okay? Do you need us to call someone?
Beepo, this is the most celebrated archaeologist of our time.
Oh, these days.
So say there's characters like this all around the maps that I've seen so far that give you little side quests and stuff. So I'm here to solve an ancient riddle, the answer to which has eluded explorers for centuries, but I can't solve it all alone.
The past.
The past is what ties us together. Will you help me revive it before it's forgotten completely?
Listen.
I'm convinced that somewhere in the room is the answer to the riddle of the temple of Beacon Beach.
The riddle.
Okay.
The king.
The king pins a star on his favoured son. The outcast runs away towards a new dawn. Paintings in the temple are hauntingly beautiful. I also suspect they're connected to the riddle somehow. Honestly, I'm rubbish at puzzles, so don't worry, I'm not going to try and do this puzzle because I'm going to make a fool of myself. But just to show you sort of the different sorts of content. So there is, as I said, there is these paintings around. So I guess now you need to kind of use them to get clues to figure out how to solve this puzzle. But as I say, I'm not going to be spending any amount of time doing this, but you can see the kind of thing. I mean, there was puzzles in the first game as well when you wandered around the world, so similar sort of thing returns here, but that's cool. One thing I will say about the game that I noticed off the bat, now whether this will be addressed in another patch. I mean, there is a day one patch that is included in this version that I've got, so I'm not sure how much more they're going to put in it, but it does feel very quiet when you're doing this wandering around. I don't know if I want music in the background or not, but it just feels a little bit kind of soulless is the wrong word, but it feels a little bit, I don't know, quiet. I guess is the best thing I can say. Alright, let's do one more battle. Give you the gist of it. I think you're getting the idea of how the battles are. I think the movement from the turn-based battle is for the better, and I didn't think I'd say that when I heard about how this game was going to play out. I thought we'd really miss it, but no, we don't miss it. Now watch what happens when I turn on my spark. So my attacks will have fire. Now when people burn, they run around and can set other people on fire as well, or other enemies on fire, or even set your own characters on fire. But let's see what damage I can do by hitting a couple of these and letting them run amok. See if they'll set everyone else on fire. There we go. What an awesome turn. So you can see there, by using burn and setting just 2 Goombas on fire, it eliminated about, well, how many are left there? 2, 4. I don't know. Eliminated about 6 of them, didn't it? Oh, it tells you at the top. Eliminated 4. But 4 with 2 shots isn't too bad. Now we can use Luigi to hit that stooge from a distance. Let's go behind this cover.
Oh, yeah.
Take it out in one hit because of the distance and the amount of damage done. We'll go, as there's going to be a lot of enemies moving, we'll go Overwatch, but Mario's used all his action points. They're the yellow blocks at the bottom. Luigi's got 1 action point left, so we'll activate his Overwatch. That's quite interesting. This spark does reflect, so 30% of the damage intended from the hero is reflected back to enemy. Don't really need that with these Goombas. They're quite easy to take out. try and line up the best team jump to take out as many as I can.
Oh, satisfying.
I will activate that spark as well, just in case she does get damaged. See, I'm not bad strategy here by leaving myself completely in the open. Oh, Luigi comes to the rescue there with his Overwatch. Oh my goodness. Oh, imagine a dash here would take out all of them, but it won't. I quite like when Mario went Bernie, so I'm going to switch to Mario. And he can set a couple of these on fire again. Maybe one towards the back, one towards the front. Oh, actually, no, he won't do any burn now. It takes... Yeah, he only does it for the next shot. And then it takes 3 turns to cool down, so... We'll just stick Mario in Overwatch. We could have used an instant cooldown item, but... It's really fine. She can do some slidey damage.
It's been real.
And then Luigi should be able to take out maybe 2 with a slide.
Oh, yeah.
And then he should be safe from this distance. So I've got 1 enemy left. Which Mario takes care of with his Overwatch. Or his Hero Sight, I should say. And there we go. So I mean, these are just little side battles. You do come to story points. You'll have to do very similar battles. Sometimes you have to just reach a certain part on the map. Other times you have to clear all the enemies or kill one certain enemy. So there's a bit of variety. This was a puzzle here, moving these blocks around to get the wheel moving. So there's sort of little puzzles inside these dungeons, which is cool. So another little side mission here. If I could defeat 3 Goombas, that would be useful. New quest. Hunt down the roaming Goombas. Kill 3 of them. So we can do that. So there you go. I think I'm going to leave the video there. As I say, this is just kind of a first look, first preview. Give you guys a look at it. I'm going to do a full review, stick a score in it in a couple of days' time. A bit more information. But I hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any questions about Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, please let me know. But I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm really looking forward to this one. I mean, I guess it's not going to be hard to tell where my review is going to be going with this. It's a great game, and one I'm going to highly recommend, so no worries about that. And if you like these sort of games, if you enjoyed the first especially, then you're going to love this. But there you go. That will end the video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and leaving a subscribe and a comment would be really useful. Thank you. But until next time, I will see you all again soon. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.